What's up guys, this is Rise and welcome to another video. Today we're featuring some battles submitted by Statics, and this trainer had come up with a strategy. He was seeing a lot of the annoying Feraligatr safe swap. We know Feraligatr is everywhere in the meta right now, and he was thinking, what the heck can I use to punish this Feraligatr safe swap? So he thought maybe I'll use Kingdra with that water dragon typing, force the Feraligatr to not throw the Hydro Cannon, to throw the more expensive move, maybe get some energy and throw those hard-hitting charge attacks or the debuff move at opposing Pokemon. We're going to see if the strategy works out. Statics, like static electricity, static shock. We're going to see how the team performs with Wigglytuff and Talonflame. Also, new polo shirt. I think it looks pretty cool. If you told me it looked nice, I wouldn't be opposed to that in the comment section. Here we go. Wiggles into Gastrodon, or Amazing Dragalge lead. They safe swap Gastrodon, and you don't have an obvious response, so you're going to stay in for now. Could go Talonflame, yeah, and now it's like a prediction, right? Are they running Water Pulse? Probably not. You could respect it just in case, but nah. Gonna call that they're not running Water Pulse. I like the call. Risk it for the biscuit. And going to call this Body Slam once again. Come out with energy. And, wow, they actually get to another one here. Turning the volume down is probably jamming out to some tunes. Can do one Incinerate here. I like this play. The Fly Bait could go for the Brave Bird here to make a call, because they might... Yeah, I think the No Shield kind of makes sense from the opponent, because you know there's a Wigglytuff waiting for you, so you kind of... No Shield, but they just sack it in general. Uh-oh. Well, this is a little bit scary. In comes Town. It's going to start building up a ton of energy. I think you just got to let Wiggles go. Save the shields for Kingdra. You don't want to go shields down. They do ramp up with Flame Charge. This is a little bit scary. But this game is definitely not over, because these Dragon Breaths are really going to chunk away at this Talonflame. Talonflame... I don't know if it's even going to be able to reach 2 moves. I think you can safely just shield this. They do successfully bait, and they don't get to another move. Wow, that was a little bit scary. Talonflame up shields, such a menace. But Kingdra, too oppressive in the end, able to get the win. Nice way to start things off. And don't be worried. We will have some Great League Galar Cup. That was a little weird animation to start things off. Core Breaker lead, yikes. Forced to safe swap Kingdra into a bad matchup here, because Wiggles does not want to see A/1 bit. The opponent actually swaps. Oh, gets off the Zuka right before going down. If he gets a shield, this is best case scenario. Opponent wisely no shields. I'd come in right away. Oh, reveals the Talon. Interesting. Well, there's no way they come in Slash. But now there's a bit of a desync in the switch timer. I love this, actually. You get off a free Brave Bird. It doesn't connect, but you swap Wiggles. They throw energy. They're going to swap A/, and you just sacrifice Wiggles, and you're going to get some farm onto Talonflame. And Talon is going to be up energy, up a shield against Mandy. So if you're the opponent, you definitely let this go, and you try to double up. Well... I don't know if they're going to be able to, because Ice Punch isn't even enough here. So you got to try and farm down if you're the opponent. Oh, this is actually really nice by the opponent, because they get off a move. This will do more. So yeah, Wise Shield, right? This will do more than a move from the Mandibuzz. And I don't think you can really afford to go for the Brave Bird unless you're crazy. Does throw an alignment, which is not ideal, but goes for the Fly here. Fly, Robin, Fly. Oh, and you just win. That wasn't that close. GG. Okay. Really tough Core Breaker lead. You know, the opponent probably should have just committed to staying in against the Kingdra, in my opinion. Oh, but they couldn't, because they were so weak to Wiggles. Okay, yeah. So actually a little bit awkward for the opponent, right? Even though they had such a good lead, they had no response to the Wiggles other than their A/. So a little bit awkward for the opponent. That's the problem with running such a hard ABB line sometimes. Like, even when you win the lead, then you might not have like a great response to the safe swap. We see Whiscash, a little bit of a throwback Thursday. Whiscash Still trying to find his spot in the meta. No Octazooka debuff, unfortunately. Called it wrong. It was tails. Called heads. Mud Bomb connects. So Whiscash is going to be able to beat the Kingdra here. Going to come in with Wiggles. Unfortunately, Wiggles going to have to eat a charge attack here, but once you get rid of Cash, hopefully Talonflame is going to have a lot of play against the remaining Pokemon. We shall see. Oh, God. Well, okay, Gastrodon, not too bad for Talon. In comes Swift. Swift only 35 energy, so Wiggles able to get there fairly quickly. I think you just take the Body Slam, swap Talon if you live. Yep. I like it. Gastro staying in, and that's right, Drifblim. We already saw Drifblim in the lead. So going for the fly here, and because it's not a Shadow Drifblim, I would think this is going to be maybe beneficial for Talonflame. These Astonishes not quite as threatening. If this was Shadow Drifblim, the Astonishes I think would be really menacing here, but look at this. Talonflame only one Incinerate away from the third fly. Oh, they actually take it. And they don't even get to another move. I think Drifblim had to shield as the only win con there. If Drifblim shielded, they maybe would have got off another Icy Wind. Maybe could have comboed with the Body Slam, given themselves a chance. But this looks to be over. Has the double fly now. Fly, Robin, fly. Talonflame's not a Robin. What is Talonflame? A Cardinal? Let me know in the comments. Because I was thinking, if Talonflame is a Cardinal, does that mean I have to run it in Louisville? I don't know. Probably not. It just, dude, I love Talonflame so much. It's such a strong Pokemon, but it just feels so tough to run in a Feraligatr Dunsparce meta. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think about Talonflame right now in the Show 6? The Show 6 format specifically. I still love it in GBL, don't get me wrong, but in Show 6 it just feels really tough. I felt like pretty much every team I played in Baltimore had a Dunsparce Feraligatr core, so like it's tough to bring. And then if like Stone Edge is on Claude as well, then it's like another check to it. Anyway, we got the skillful debuff against Azu. And it doesn't seem like they have play rough, so these Ice Beams are not doing very much at all. Dude, look at this. Kingdra putting up a fight against Azu. Kingdra doing crazy things. Azu still throwing its energy despite being debuffed. Not sure about that decision. Yeah, not sure about that decision from the opponent. See, yeah, no way, right? No way they should have expended that energy. They would have been much better going into Talonflame here. Wiggles picks up a shield against Talon. Very nice. And you preserved that health on the Kingdra. And it's not like you can really incinerate down the Kingdra. That's double resisted. I love the pivot here, the aggressive play. Get off the Octazooka, perhaps force the final Protect shield. In comes Gastro. Gets a little bit of a head start, but with 2 shields, this is where Talonflame is just so menacing. I think you should be fine. Honestly, just double up, right? Just build up to Brave Bird plus Fly, and that's GG. And this wasn't even enough for a Water Pulse, so there's no reason to shield here. I would just build up. Okay, well, this is fine, I guess. I was going to say just build up to Brave Bird plus Fly, but I guess if you do that, maybe you leave yourself vulnerable to a potential catch. Oh, don't do it to him, Statics. Statics. Wait, how did we catch that? How did we do an Incinerate and catch? How does that even work? I'm so lost. 5 turns to 3 turns? Or 6 turns? Like, that shouldn't happen. How is that catch even possible? I don't even know. I'm not going to bother rewinding to understand what just happened. Sometimes you just gotta move on. You just gotta forget the past, live in the future. Sometimes in relationships, things just don't work out. And you can't fully understand what went wrong. But you just gotta move on and accept that it didn't work out, okay? Wigglytuff into Gastrodon. We're gonna see, okay, Gastrodon's lagging. Gastrodon's having a bad day. What an incredible game. So entertaining. Wigglytuff charming all the way down. Oh my gosh. Enthralling. Does this full game, like, play out with the opponent not? Okay, Statics. Statics, you know, I appreciate if that was for, like, comedic relief, but we can, like, not include those battles. It's all good in the hood, though. Nice win. Gets the Jang Mo-O. And goes into the 2300s. Let's go, baby. Also, did the aspect ratio just change? Oh, no. It's just doing the glitch. So he's got to restart his app. Okay, battle of the Kanto Fairy-type Pokemon. Drubaka, that's a cool little name. Wiggles into Malamar. Great lead for Wiggles. We see the Clefable safe swap. Has a great response in Talonflame and makes the catch as well. Very nice. I actually like that play. Like, sometimes it's unnecessary to do that, but getting that nice little charm damage off first is kind of nice. Maybe he sets up the Incinerate down. Oh, Clefable goes for Moonblast. Yeah, I mean, either or, right? Either go for the fly to avoid having to shield, or this works too, right? You come out with so much energy. And I like the Brave... Oh my gosh. They're so weak to Wiggles. Oh. Guzzlord. You poor thing. Just kidding. I don't feel too bad. It's kind of funny to see Wiggles put in so much work here. Wiggles. Oh, is this enough for Sludge Bomb, though? Doesn't matter, dog. Wiggles just takes the Sludge Bomb. Gets to the Swift. Probably barely going to hang on is Malamar. But Wiggles going to put it so low that Kingdra can just close out this game. Holy cow. Oh, we went for the flex catch. Unbelievable. Statics. Are we trying to bully here? Wow. They were very ABA weak to Wiggles. Yeah, perhaps they should have just stayed in with Malamar. Perhaps that was the better play. The better course of action. If they had just stayed in with Malamar, maybe things could have gotten interesting, but probably not. They were probably kind of in a tough spot either way. Neutral lead here. Wiggly into Azumarill. I think either Pokemon can actually win this matchup, depending on how many shields are used. Looks like we're lagging. Ice Beam connects. I think Azu will win the zero shield scenario, and then when shields start to get expended, perhaps Wiggly will win like the ones and the twos usually. Let's see. It can also be IV dependent, because I think depending on the IVs in this matchup, Wiggly sometimes gets like a break point or a bulk point. Ice Beam gets shielded. We're fighting for switch, which makes sense, right? Because the backline doesn't really want to see Azu here. Oh, gets the charm down. Very nice counting. Gets off an icy wind before going down. Beautiful. I would just let yourself get stung down, personally. Because if they have Stone Edge, you don't want to put yourself in a position where Talon gets switch locked. So, yeah, going to come in Kingdra. I think that's the safer play. Oh, baby. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes it's as simple as that. You don't got to overthink it. You just go for alignment, go for switch, and you're in a great spot. I love this decision making here. Not going to throw the energy because we can take an Aerial Ace, no problem. We have this. Just going to go back to back. We go in back to back. And honestly, if they shield, I would go for Brave Bird, yeah. Oh, CMP, smart by the opponent. Now we can afford to do one Incinerate here. Oh, but the game actually gave them the double CMP mechanic, which is unfortunate. So the game actually kind of might put him in a weird spot here. But Kingdra should live this. If it was non-Shadow, it could be a little bit dicey. Or if it was Shadow, rather. Oh, I'm going for the Outrage. Nice. For a little BM. Outrage, not even BM, right? Outrage does more raw damage, I think, than Octazooka. Even when Octazooka is super effective. But, well played. Well played. Yeah, even a Shadow Kingdra would have lived a Sludge Bomb there. Earthquake, maybe not. Earthquake might have been like just enough to knock out a Shadow Kingdra. Would have been close. Wiggles into Claude Tough Lead. Gonna pivot into Kingdra. Here we get to see it function as a safe swap. And look at that. Doesn't seem like they have an obvious response. They're gonna stay in, get that shield. No, not gonna bother shielding. Nose can withstand a Sludge Bomb here. Sludge Bomb has definitely become like the move of choice as of late for Clodsire. Stone Edge is just kind of tough when there's like grass types and stuff. Makes those matchups definitely worse. Looks like Raticate might have been able to farm down here, so maybe got a little bit fortunate from the opponent's lack of awareness of the counts on Kingdra, but I would expect just the full charm down. Raticate may get to a return here. It is a purified Raticate, but looks like we're just willing to take the return. I think that's probably the right call, to be honest, because you want to save shields for Talonflame. Oh, barely gets off the Icy before going down. I don't mind this. I think this is smart because now you put it into like an Incinerate down range eventually. Oh, it gets a full sneak through. That's massive. Calls the Sludge Bomb. Doesn't even bother shielding. What a call. I don't know if it was really necessary with this head start. Feraligatr makes the call, which is probably the right play, to be honest. But it's not going to matter. The next Incinerate is going to knock out. Brave Bird BM? No, Fly BM. Not even BM. I don't know why I'm saying BM. Now we're going to go for the BM, but I think the Incinerate might KO first anyway. Sludge Bomb going to knock out. Unfortunately for the opponent, if they had thrown on better timing, maybe they would have had a chance there. Because they did get to that Sludge Bomb in the end. So if they had, like, for example, gotten to that Sludge Bomb before swapping Gator, who knows? Maybe they could have had a shot there. Next battle. Here we go. Tough lead. Pivot straight into Kingdra. So straight into the hard counter because it's your safer Pokemon, but unfortunately you're met by an Azu. So this is going to be a really tough situation to come out of. I think probably really needs a debuff here to have a chance. Skillful debuff. Gets it. Now you live a move. Now you live a move, which is nice. Last time we saw the Azu didn't have Play Rough, but this time they do. So it still hurts quite a bit. Going for another Zukta. Octazuka. Oh, gonna be able to get out of here. Maybe catch on Talon. Ooh, I don't like this personally. It is better than letting Kingdra go down, but now you're just locking Wiggles here. I would have liked to see the catch on Talonflame personally, because maybe you get like an Incinerate through. Okay, you get an Icy off before going down. This is kind of nice. This is kind of nice. Maybe... Do you come in Kingdra here? Yeah, I like this. Ooh, this is kind of nice, actually. Oh, we're shielding. Interesting. I guess it's still at a health range where it's like an uncomfortable Incinerate down. Oh, unfortunate. Tough decision to make here. Forced to let it go because you don't want to be... zero shields with Talon. So if this is Stone Edge, it should be over. Going straight for the Brave Bird, expecting the no shield. The problem here is Azu still has a decent chunk of health, so now the Azu's bubbles are really going to chunk. Sludge Bomb gets shielded. Yeah, GG. That was a really tough team comp, but I feel like maybe the catching on Talon, catching the Play Rough on Talon could have potentially set up a win con. Maybe not. Maybe I'm trolling. That was a pretty tough team comp. Here we go. Next battle. I guess if you catch on Talon, perhaps they just go in their own Talon, and then Wiggles gets lined up against Claude anyway, so maybe it didn't matter. Oh, no. I think we fell into the you swap, I swap bad habit, right? Because they swapped Azu, and we counter-swapped Kingdra, which is not what we want to do. Kingdra is not a good... This is not a good match for Kingdra, even if we get debuffs. Even if we get our skillful debuffs. Gonna no shield here. It is a play rough. Oh, we barely hang on, and we live a bubble. Oh, but we got greedy. We got greedy. This is all going so wrong. It's going so haywire. But they are debuffed, so we're just going to charm all the way down with Wiggles, get some energy here. Play rough, connects. Wiggles. Oof, gonna have to take a second charge attack, but we're saving shields for Talonflame, which is often the strategy with Talonflame. Such a great closer Pokemon. I like this. Get off the Icy Wind first, then pivot into Talon. Put it where like Incinerate plus Fly is all you really need. Do we shield? Yep, gonna shield. Even if it's Sludge Bomb, we want to preserve some health here. Totally fine. I think maybe take this one, yeah. And then I would probably just throw the Fly. Because you don't want to go over 100 energy here. So this will nearly knock out the Claude. They barely hang on. And there's Malamar, right. So now this is a little bit awkward because Malamar is going to get to these moves fairly quickly. Swaps in Wiggles. These charms are chunking. I think you have to shield to get off the Swift. Yeah, you have to shield to get off the Swift. You have the Fly banked. So Malamar will probably shield, Psywave down. The only lose con is if they catch, but they don't catch. Their switch timer I don't think was quite up yet. Great recognition to shield the low health Wiggles to get the final shield. And then one Incinerate knocks out the Claude for a great game to cap things off with this team. Kingdra, an obscure pick, a fun pick, a slightly toxic pick, but a very fun pick. And I hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're going to be featuring some Galar Great League in the near future, meaning later today. And I hope you're looking forward to that. I am. All that said, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.